Hello, this is Chris Allen, and I'm your son or daughter's math teacher, and I wanted to give you an update for week number 3. This week in AP Calculus AB, we started studying continuity. So we are continuing our development of limits. And for example, in today's lesson, we actually talked about continuity at a point. Also, I would like to mention, and in this class tomorrow, Friday, August 13th, students will have their first quiz, not homework quiz, but quiz. I gave each student a practice quiz today in class, and the solutions will be released on Canvas this afternoon. This should give them a very good idea of what to expect on the quiz. In Calc BC, we are looking at derivatives more, and in particular, our last lesson we looked at was something called related rates. So here I have kind of a diagram, and we would be talking about maybe a student or a person walking away from a lamp, and their shadow is moving as they move. As they move, the shadow is getting longer, and there could be some question about, at what rate is the length of the shadow growing or whatever. So that's an example of that. And then in Geometry A, we are looking at distances and midpoints. So here, for example, is the distance formula that we practiced this week in school. Let me scoot that down a little bit. And in geometry, we will have our first test Friday, which is tomorrow. So yesterday in class, we actually spent the entire period reviewing for that test, and they've already had several homework quizzes and a weekly quiz. So hopefully they'll be ready for that test. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to the next one. So some parting thoughts there. Syllabus. Students start asking me things like, how much is this worth, or can I retake this, or can I do that? I would just encourage you as a parent, if you're not following your student in Canvas, that's an option. But just if the student asks you about, hey, I don't know what Mr. Allen's policy is on this, please have them look at the syllabus. All of the classes that I teach have a detailed syllabus. And what I've got here is a picture of a Canvas page, and I've pulled up that little extra picture there is just to show you the corrective assessment and late work policies that I have for students. So please make sure they're aware of those if they have any questions. Now, I'm just letting you know this particular one here, I believe is, this one here is for geometry. So the corrective assessment policy is probably a little bit different for the calculus students. Also, advisory, if your son or daughter is struggling, I would encourage them to seek some help in advisory, which is during Wednesday, during our advisory period. They can come sign up and spend some time with me. I do get pretty busy because I have a lot of students that need some help, but I would love for them to sign up for that. And finally, support. I am asking you for as much support as you can give me in terms of encouraging your son or daughter to get things done. So on Skyward, you can see their grades online. Please make sure you're keeping up to date on those, particularly if you have a concern. It's better to know that your son or daughter is maybe not getting their homework done early on so that they don't get behind, or maybe they're doing fantastic, and so then you can do something nice for them. So anyways, thank you for your time. Have a great day.